Yo, what's good? It's your boy Yankee 2-Time.
It's your boy X, man.
Yeah, man. And today we're going to be reacting to a fresh and fit hot one. It's called She Wouldn't Be Except That Men Are Repulsed by Shit. But before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. Let's get into it.
I will never tell a sorry.
That's the vibe you on?
Have common sense that are worth a damn. Will not take a promiscuous woman seriously, or marriage, or any type of serious.
Like at the radio.
Smash you.
So then all these girls
I'm not
on
future.
OnlyFans and doing all this sex work and stuff, would you consider them to be promiscuous or to be not valuable as like a wifey?
All those women are bad bets for a long-term commitment.
But why? They're just out here trying to get the bag.
Can you define
like
promiscuity real fast?
Yeah.
Just because of being like
what? They just trying to get the bag.
This is what I feel like, and I've heard this said before, and it's right on cue. Women continuously fail to realize what men want. We don't want no promiscuous shorty, man.
They be like, what? But you like them? You like them on Instagram? You like them on thing?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Are there girls that you like to see, and are there girls that you want to be in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a difference?
Yeah, a big difference.
Do you want to cuff all the girls you see on Instagram?
Probably not.
Yeah, girl. Just because you want to fuck somebody don't mean you want to watch them.
Whether
their
she's
job define their value when it comes to that?
Whether she's overtly promiscuous, having a lot of sex, or showing her body on the internet to other men through OnlyFans or pornography, whatever it may be, even if she's not having sex with other men, I probably would not commit to that woman seriously. And real talk, we've had porn stars on here as well. Most of them can't keep a boyfriend either. Yeah. They'll say they're okay with it in the beginning, but they always tell them you need to stop. Yeah. Why? Because men are naturally hardwired to be repulsed by women that are hoes and promiscuous. Why? Shout out to my boy Rollo Tomas. He talks about this all the time. Men want to be able to ensure paternity. Yeah. They want to know if you get pregnant and you have a child and I'm on the hook for paying for that child and taking care of you, etc., the kid is fucking mine.
A man's biggest
fear. But I also
fear.
think they just don't want to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing though, because there's always that thing of like, that dude, we kind of as men have, it's like, you don't want to have to walk into a room and 5 dudes knock down your girl.
Yeah. Or they know what she look like naked. You know what I'm saying?
Or they come with the little weird hug or the weird looks or... Because a lot of dudes are weird that way.
That's your girl? That's your girl? Carmen _XXX on Instagram, right? Okay, that's what's up.
And then he walk away.
I ain't never seen her in dress-up clothes.
It looks weird.
The deepest fear is to be with a woman and the kid is not his.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
So that is why
dialect versus like repulsive versus like insecure. Can we do that? Or
No,
not insecure
no.
in a way, but like there's a because your word.
That's what it is, yo.
She's doing this and that's fucking gross. It's no. I want to ensure that if I take the
Listen,
next steps.
hold on.
You gonna play devil's advocate, right? So if a dude cheat on the shorty, right, and his shorty find out, and she wants to break up, she's being insecure. Like, why would you think that girl could replace you? I just messed up one time. Like, why are you insecure?
Yeah.
What happened? Hit me in the
gotta get your feelings
comments.
out of this.
No, I'm not gonna sign it, but I just want to
Because you're mad about a word, and I'm here to tell you,
No,
that's
I
the
just want
correct
to make sure
word.
we're using the correct verbiage because that's
No,
not
that
what
is the correct
we're
Correct
saying.
verbiage.
Listen,
Oh, once she got all smart.
You're disgusted.
Yes.
Now, you didn't describe disgusted when you explained why a man doesn't want to be with a promiscuous woman. You didn't describe repulsive. You didn't describe disgusted. You said it's because he's unsure whether or not what route that's going to lead him to. He is unsure.
Okay.
And so we don't have to even say it's insecurity. It's more of an uncertainty. But it's not repulsiveness. So I think we
It
need
is
to change
repulsiveness.
it.
Listen.
You didn't describe repulsiveness.
Well, no,
Okay, look, if you let me, I'll tell you right now. You're mad about a word.
I'm not mad.
I'm telling you this.
Oh, no, she's not mad. But, okay, let me ask you a question. Would you be repulsed by seeing your potential wife having 4 penises instead of her at one time?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Would you be repulsed by that?
Yeah, probably.
Would that turn you on? Would that
make you want a long-term relationship?
No.
Any
I don't
relationship?
believe so. No.
Would you still try to hit her?
I might try to hit it. Let's just see what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? Condoms. But I'm saying, like, it's just the reality of life, right? It's like you work in the sex industry, and then you gotta realize that dudes don't really want to deal with a girl. Like, there's the fantasy of it, right? Like, you'd be like, yo, I really want to get down with shorty, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fantasy's over. Once what's I forgot that thing. It's like a woman will know how a man feels once he nuts. That's 100% facts. If I want to get the F away from you after I nut, that's very telling. Yo, I gotta go. My oven's open and shit. You start making up shit.
I left my kids at Six Flags.
Alone. So they're by themselves. They had no adult supervision.
I'm telling you, verbiage is important. That's all
It
I'm
is,
saying.
and I'm gonna tell you why it's repulsive, despite what you want to say. You don't like the verbiage, but this is the truth. Men are repulsed, and you want to know why they're repulsed? Just like if you eat bitter food, what happens? You want to puke, right? You don't want to eat it, right? But the point is that if you eat something bitter, your innate reaction to men have that same feeling when they deal with women that are promiscuous, because it is disgusting for men to commit to a woman that everyone else has had. Yeah, purity is a very important factor that accounts into a woman's value to a man. I hate to say it like that, guys. I'm telling you what men ain't never going to tell you. You guys want to know how you get a ring on a man and how you get him to commit whatever? He can't think that you're a hoe. Like, that's what it is. Because here's the thing. I've met girls that are strippers, porn stars, etc. They get a boyfriend. The guy's okay with it for a few weeks.
Hold on. Just real quick, too. I think I said this to you earlier, where it's like, this is for the women that probably going to be commenting right at this part, right? Sure, you're going to be like, but men get to da-da-da-da-da. Women haven't made it a thing where they have united and been like, we are not okay with men that sleep with mad women. Y'all, they have not made that a thing. I guarantee you, dudes will be very more selective about who they choose to sleep with if women were making it a thing of, we don't like guys that sleep with mad girls.
Yeah.
And then vice versa, it'd be the same thing. If we was like, I mean, girls do actually to this day. Like you hear the stories about girls being like, messing with their ex because they don't want to have more bodies.
Yeah.
Weeks, a few months, whatever. But the conversation always comes.
They want you to stop.
I want you to stop this shit. Why? Because men have a stomach-turning reaction to a woman giving their goods to another man. It's just the way the world works, guys. You don't like it? You don't like the post or whatever?
I agree. That's why I was trying to wait a couple days at least. So I'm like, yo, I don't want you to think that I'm just out here like that.
It's like, hold on. No. I'm finishing this shit. Because they really need to understand this. Like, repulse.
Whoa, you've got on $68 shorts. Fabletics men wants to learn how we can make our new fundamentals.
Should use Burger Buzz.
We got to get your feelings out of it. A man is designed, his stomach is going to turn when he sees a girl being a hoe. If a girl's getting a train ran on her, that guy might bang her, but he definitely ain't going to take her serious and commit. Because men understand their reputation matters.
She's like, you're crazy. I've had the train smoke.
I've had 4 foursomes with 3 guys like 100 times, and they cuff me every time.
They don't want to get laughed at by everyone. And quite frankly, committing to a promiscuous girl makes you look like a clown. It's bad for your rep. Men are hardwired to have their stomach turn at a girl that's a thot.
Yo, you know in school, right? When you were in school and there was the football team or basketball team, and you heard the story about this girl got ran through by the whole team. You think a dude wants to wife her up? Hell no.
So can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did that girl become a stripper or did she become a nurse?
Outlier. It could be either or.
It's irrelevant.
Because it's not irrelevant, because the 9 times out of 10, and it's a common theme, we see it on Instagram. 9 times out of 10, a man will, a female, these females who hold these professions that men idolize or whatever the case is, or that we idolize.
Oh yeah, we know nurses get down.
Nurses are the worst.
We know that.
They're the worst.
We know women in these professions because they don't have the mental thing to say, okay, well, what if I
No
just
comment
with
after
this man,
that.
how is that benefiting me? And that's why I sit here, I'm a dancer, or whatever the case is, or I work in the nightlife industry. I probably have these bodies than everybody in this room. But you won't see that from me because of how I look or whatever assumptions that you make about me. But it's like, no, I value myself, and so I hold myself to a certain standard. So if you're saying it's because I dance, that becomes repulsive. Well, a man was attracted to me in the first place, so you weren't repulsed in the first place.
Okay.
So
But see what she says. That's kind of.
She keep confusing the point, man.
But hold on. But see what she says. She's like, those women sleep with way more men because they're not looking for men to offer her something. Men to offer them something. With her, she's more selective because she wants a man to offer her something if she's gonna give her body to him. Right? So logically thinking, right?
Using her body as collateral.
Wouldn't you want to date somebody? Wouldn't you want to fuck with somebody that might be a hoe, but most people think she's professional? Than somebody who's a hoe, but treats herself like she is a hot commodity?
You know the thing is, man.
What do you think? So there's one girl.
Hold on.
She's a professional.
She's a professional.
She's a professional, but she a freak, and
Okay.
she's not. She's
Is
not
she
trying.
a known freak?
No, she's not a known freak because she's
Okay.
saying. I'm saying she's a nurse, right?
She's a nurse.
She got her own money. She don't need you.
Money. She don't need you.
But she wants to sleep with you, right? Versus a girl who's a stripper, she's not sleeping with you unless you give her money because she's trying to get something out of it. Who do you rather be with?
Give me the nurse. Give me the nurse.
But you be with the nurse more so because she already don't want nothing from you, which is, I guess,
She just want dick.
yeah, even that. But what I'm saying is that even if you with her, you look less crazy, although she might be more freakier than this girl because she's in a freaky industry. You know what I'm saying? Like she might,
It's
like
kind
she,
of like the porn. Like, not to say she's a porn star, but like it's kind of like the porn star that don't want to sleep with you till she see what you about or whatever the fuck.
But it's like it's because you think about it, right? If you a stripper, like she says, even if she don't sleep with a lot of people, if you see her getting naked every night, you gonna think she's a freak. If you don't know her off of face value. But the nurse, off of face value, she looks way better, although she may be freakier.
Would you believe a stripper told you that she got two bodies?
If she's young, maybe like 18.
She look about, what you think? She
Probably like
22,
24. I mean, if she was like, I have 5, I'd be like, all right, because she's probably just using niggas for bread. And if the niggas ain't giving her the bread, she.
But what? But okay. But is that respectable?
Huh?
To use men for money? Is that respectable?
Well, I'm not saying use people for something, but I think it's using people. She thinks she's saying she's not getting nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not going to be giving her pum pum away like the nurses. She's trying to get something out of it.
Wait, but for a second, take the sex out of it for 1 second, right?
Uh-huh.
A woman that uses men, uses her body, uses her body to use men to give her money.
Mm-hmm.
At the what's it called? I feel like any man, like he just said, after a while it's gonna be like, so how long you gonna be doing this for?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you might be able to be cool with it at 1st. Mm-hmm. It might come up in an argument. It might come up in some sense, like.
But it's funny because she's trying to use it in a sense where she's like, these nurses sleep with everybody. I'm selective about what else to call who I sleep with. And that may be true. But when people see nurses, they see nurses. When people see you, they see sex.
Yep.
Because you're in a sex entertainment field.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Nurses begin it though, man.
I see where this is coming from now. Okay. You gotta understand that a man committing to you versus a man want to have sex with you are two different things.
I guarantee you right now, any man that approaches me, it does the conversation. So the conversation does come up. I want you to stop dancing.
Yeah.
My question goes, well, can you actually afford to take care of me in the sense that I would have to stop dancing?
And that's fine. But what I'm here, you know what? I love that we're having this conversation. Let's get into this. You took offense to me saying it's repulsive
I
for
didn't
men.
take offense, though. So you need that's what I'm asking.
You're asking me to change the verbiage. You were
just
changing.
check the verbiage because I didn't take it
I'm not
offensive.
checking
I just
anything.
want
I'm
to
going
make
to
sure
tell
you
the
have a
truth.
platform.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I can let you finish, but I just need you to speak in a real
I'm not
light.
changing my verbiage because that is fact. Men are repulsed by women that do OnlyFans, porn, or any type of work that is considered sex work. And I'm here to tell you, you don't like hearing it, but the reason why is because it's a safeguard from getting cuckolded. Now, I get where you're coming from. Well, I'm in this industry. I'm not necessarily promiscuous. Understand? Cool. You may not be promiscuous, but here's the thing: you gotta understand. Just like you get fast money, there's consequences to that. And the consequence of that is most men aren't going to take you serious at face value. Keyword at face value.
Right, at face value.
They're gonna. So when, because like I said, most women that are in the industry that you're in, that are dancing on men, making that quick money, do other things to get that kind of money.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Perception.
You like the fast money, but you don't like that men don't respect you when they deal with you.
Men respect me because I only deal with men who understand. Because
can you let me finish?
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry.
So like they might respect you, but on a balance of probabilities, most men don't respect dancers from a commitment standpoint. They'll tell them the sweet nothings, they'll try to get laid, whatever it is. And that sucks for you because you might have a lower body count than a nurse that has or someone that has a more prestigious job. But because of your profession, people judge you and assume you're promiscuous. But here's the thing: whether you're overtly promiscuous or you're not, right? And you working in an industry that assumes that you could be promiscuous is almost as bad, because perception
kills it.
Is reality. And here's the thing: he ain't gonna have a month or two to take you out on dates and figure out that you're not that kind of girl. He's gonna take you at face value. She's here dancing on this dude, shaking her ass, whatever. She's probably a hoe. And that's how we work in the world. If you see some weirdo coming up to you, and you're like, "What the fuck? This nigga crazy." You ain't gonna give him a chance. You're gonna, because humans are designed to make.
Like, do you think a nigga be like, the next day he like, "Hey, how you doing, ma'am? Can I take you out today?" He's like, "Nigga, I just see you out here acting crazy." That's not the real me. That was just a lapse in time. What you think they gonna say? You know what I'm saying?
They gonna be like, "Get away from me, weirdo, creep, with my pepper spray."
Immediately, it's a safety precaution. Men operate the same way. Men understand that there's serious consequences to impregnating the wrong woman.
Absolutely.
So they have to take a safe bet and go for the girl. Unfortunately, that might seem pure even though she's not.
Right.
Okay? You have the negative connotation of being a hoe even though you might not be one based on the industry that you're in. So, going back to what I'm saying, men are designed to be repulsed by women like you because they don't want to be cuckolded. You don't like the word, but it's the reality. You might not be promiscuous, but you work a job that assumes that you're promiscuous. Therefore, a lot of guys are going to try to change you when they deal with you, or not date you altogether, or not respect you.
So let's circle back to when you guys said how you become, if you guys turned into women again, if you guys were switching to women, how would you become a millionaire? Because then, as a woman, put yourself back in a woman's shoes. How do you balance that? If our only way is to be like, if you were to turn me to tomorrow, because that's what you all are saying, that you would 100% take my route tomorrow if you had to. What the fuck would you do with that information?
Remember, we said in a year, and we're done. So, but
hold on. Our first conversation that I said, because we had this conversation, I don't know if you remember. What was my time frame when I said, because I haven't been dancing for a long time. What was my time frame?
A very short period of time.
What was the time? What, if you don't remember specifically? I said a year. I said I've been doing it for 4 months. I said 1 year.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are gonna, if we fast forward 9 months from now, in 1 year, you're still gonna have those same perception about a girl. And I think one of us brought that up earlier. It's like your reputation will precede you now.
Yeah. Gonna fall
So now,
just like you said, like the girl who got the tan raid on her in high school.
Here's the problem though, right? We're talking about 1 year, and you're in the same city. What if you leave that state?
That's what I was
now you're a whole different person.
Social media takes away that. Social media definitely does. Because if you're a stripper in Miami, you're a stripper anywhere.
No, that's not true. Because if you didn't tell me you're a stripper, I would never know. See, you're new here. I don't know who you are. You had to tell me you're a stripper. Get this, right? If I get the bag and I got my investments and I move somewhere else, you don't know who I am.
You want to hear the uncomfortable reality why girls can't get out the life? They like the fast
and they stay.
Me and Fresh have dated a bunch of strippers and OnlyFans girls.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't make enough money to get out. It's that they love how fast the money comes.
And they stay.
They can't go back. Let me finish.
And they go burn the money.
And they burn the money, and then they're like, you know what? I can make this in a day dancing. They go back to dancing. And the thing is that they can't go back to a real job.
Yep.
If we're gonna finish the strategy that I developed.
See, that's the thing though, because then you're not developing other skills.
I mean, but that happens to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. Even the niggas that be scamming or selling drugs, they be like, yeah, I want to quit, but it's like they try to do something. They might try to sell T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, niggas ain't buying my T-shirts as like they buying these drugs. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't buying my T-shirts like they buying these, something else I'm selling. And they're like, yo, fuck this. I'm back to my shit because this ain't making no money.
That's the thing though, man. It's like, but the thing is, when you in that fast lane, so to speak, whether selling drugs or being a stripper or whatever, there's consequences to how people treat you in that you being in that world. Not just something you have to be able to handle.
Because say this dude that sells drugs, right? Imagine you sell drugs and the people that you see every day know you as a drug dealer, and now you're trying to be a professional now. Niggas gonna be like, he ain't no professional. That nigga used to sell drugs over there on the corner. Cause that's your representation. You're That's your record. Yeah, basically. So it's like you can't be like, oh, I'm straight laced that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna believe you.
Earlier, a year in,
yeah,
after
exactly.
I make my money,
Yo,
I'll
he's
take that
gonna run
put it
off
into
with the money.
investments, and I'd go across the country,
months.
change my name, delete all my social media, and I'd be a new person. And no one would know where my wealth came from.
Facts.
I wouldn't have this negative reputation on
Facts.
me, and I'd be good. The thing is that a lot of women that dance, because we know this, because they tell her all the time, I'm gonna be in this for 6 months, I'm being in it for a year, I'm being in it for 2 years.
And then
blah,
for
blah, blah.
5 years,
the money's too
6
fast,
years,
man. You make $10,000, you make $1,000 a day,
night.
$10K a week. You can't go back to working a regular job after that. So
Can't.
the same industry, right, that they hate, that they want to leave and they want to get out and be a regular
It traps
girl,
them.
It traps them because the fast money is addictive, just like drug dealers, just like anybody else that gets fast money.
Yeah.
The negative is fast money comes with slow fucking problems, guys. And the thing is that you got to be able to deal with the consequences that come with fast money. So I know this as a guy. Again, I'm assuming I'm in your body with my logical mind. I know after a year I got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I get out, I put that money into investments. I'm able to live on, $5,000 a year. If I make $1 million, I know I could probably put that into investments to get myself a return of
Real
3 to
estate,
5 grand
crypto,
a year.
all stuff.
Live in a low income state, and then bam, I'm out the game.
No, and listen, like
That's
I
how I
said,
do it.
only a year because I already understand that. I don't want to, listen, I'm not, I guess.
You have strong viewpoints. It's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good radio.
No, because what you guys are saying is that, okay, a woman now if you choose the profession that you all said would make her, if that's how you're going to become a millionaire, now you have to uproot your whole entire life. And I don't agree with the notion that, okay, if you move to another country, all of a sudden you're going to be, you move to another city or state, you're going to be all of a sudden a whole other person. That's false. You guys can push that narrative. It's false. If I move to LA, guarantee you I'm going to be known, because the world is very small, the industry is very small.
Even
the
so,
world is very small. So if I move to LA, 9 times out of 10, it will, and maybe it's not going to be the first, so I might have to hurry up and get the guy real quick and have him marry me. He's going to fall in love with me.
People don't care that much about who you are.
Yeah,
to be honest,
especially
unless you did some crazy wild shit,
like if
a
you
viral moment.
If you went to LA, right, and she started a whole new Instagram regular, ain't nobody going, oh, that's you. Like bitch, you not Pinky. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's very unlikely people will know who you are.
You're not Pinky. You're not Superman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, get over yourself.
Me, eventually you will find out I was a dancer in the past.
Nadia, I'll be honest. Nadia, you want to hear uncomfortable truth? You're not that fucking important. Nobody cares about you. If you move across the country, change your name, whatever, nobody's gonna find out. Like, a lot of women tend to think like the world revolves around them. No, like,
I don't think the world revolves around me. I'm saying that the world has become such a smaller place. I'm saying social media.
That's why I say you delete your social media. And
there's so many guys that don't have social media.
Fact.
Yo, you know how many of our people here don't have Instagram?
Many guys.
They would not even know who you are. It's like, you're thinking that everyone knows.
I guess so. No, I'm not thinking that, but I'm just saying it's a possibility that it will follow you, and you have to realize that possibility. I think that you guys, the theme of this whole thing is that you kind of denounce everything that people say, and you think what you say is facts. No, I think you guys need to have an open and listening ear and say, well, you could be right about that, but this is how I feel. You guys have not once agreed with anything anybody has said.
Because what you've been saying is incorrect. Like,
it's not incorrect for me to assume that if I move across the state, there is a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Why would I agree with anything you say if I don't agree with anything? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just a crazy ass point right there. Cause like, all right, if you say everything I disagree with, and then you be like, bro, you didn't agree with nothing I said, bro. I'm be like, that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Play the video, son. Now.
It's
a non-negligible small percentage. If you change your name, if you moved across the country, change your name, move to another city, left this lifestyle.
It's so shameful to be in sex work that you have to completely change your life, change your social circle, no longer be in the same type of club.
If you want to keep your anonymity and if you want to keep your purity, that's what you can do as an option.
You see how she just tried to manipulate the whole conversation? If you're in sex work, you have to change who you are. And
that's what they be looking for. They be looking for that one point. Yeah, okay.
And to change the whole conversation to something else.
Got you looking crazy.
Number one, I'm giving you facts. I'm telling you that if you're involved in sex work, your propensity to be able to lock down a high-value guy of some kind of real consequence in a relationship is going to...
This is how some shorties be operating, right? You could catch her... You could catch her with a dick in her mouth, right? Bitch would be like this. You don't love me anymore. Oh, then the whole argument becomes that. Nah, it's like, no, what do you mean I don't love you? No, it's like, you brought me roses like 6 months ago or something, and then it changes to that. And then that way the nigga can just slip out. Goofy ass niggas.
diminished significantly.
That's
what I'm saying. Men are repulsed by women that are in sex work
But you
and are overtly
also
promiscuous.
are a high value man who just said he's dated multiple OnlyFans strippers.
I never referred to myself as a high value man, but okay.
You don't consider yourself that?
Yeah, you know, I don't want to be cocky, but I have dated multiple women that work in that industry,
I
and
feel like you have the right to answer yes or no to these questions.
Yeah, are you a high value man?
Are you a high value man?
that'd be very cocky. Anyway,
Are you a high value
So
man or
yes or
not? Yes or
yes.
no?
listen,
You know,
ladies,
our
Do you
president-
meet the criteria of a high value man as per that Samuels
you
man
guys can
on YouTube?
you guys can assume what you like. The point I'm
Why
trying
can't
to
you
make is,
answer it?
I think deflection is very
Yeah.
telling.
okay, well, you guys can assume.
So he's a wannabe high value man?
There you go, wannabe. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just asking. What about you? Are you a high value man? Do you make over 100K a year?
I'm a broke boy.
facts,
I work at Chick-fil-A.
facts.
I thought that was your past life when you were married and.
We still do. It's
I still
Miami.
do.
Everybody here.
Everybody here, Caps.
Alright, stop it there, young. We can't be exposing our brothers.
Oh man, yeah, man, that was a fresh and fit podcast. Let us know what y'all think about it. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We out here.